Hey everyone, my name is Hal. This is Quail Studios Guitar. We are talking today about tonic to dominant relationships. You've heard of the dominant 7 before. What is that? I want to show you how you can analyze your own music and how you can figure it out for yourself where these strong progressions are. And by strong, I don't mean good. I just mean a strong progression is a bold progression. It sounds strong. It's the kind of music that you can jog to, that kind of stuff, work out to. Okay, here we go. In American Pie, long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Now let's put on the screen what we've got here. We start on G, and to figure out what key something is in, when I first play a G chord, I think, I wonder if that's in the key of G. So I look at the end of the song and it goes, singing this'll be the day that I die, and G. We started on G, we ended on G. I think we're in the key of G, but that tonic to dominant relationship will tell us if we're definitely in the key of G. A long, long time ago. So what is a tonic and what is a dominant? Well, here, let's look at this scale. We've got a G is the first chord in the G major scale. A minor is the second chord in the G major scale. B minor is the third chord. C is the fourth chord. D is 5. E minor is 6. F sharp diminished is 7. And G, of course, we're back to 1. So we've got this right here. We're going to G. A minor is 2. B minor is 3. C is 4. D is 5. E minor is 6. F diminished. Guess I could do it there, or I could do it down here, or I could do something like this, to G. The dominant is the 5. The tonic is the 1. Now don't confuse root. There's no root note in a scale. There's a root note in a chord. For instance, the G chord, the root note of the G chord is the G. But there is no root note of a scale. It's called the tonic. It's like home. And let me explain how that means, what that means. Your home chord is like, for example, where did you wake up today? In your bed? At home? Where are you going to go today? Are you going to go somewhere? Are you going to go to the store? After that, where are you going to go? Come back home? The other day, we went to the big city. And we were at home, we woke up at home, and then we went to the doctor's office and had an eye appointment. And then we went to another place to drop off something for repair. And then we went to a grocery store, and then we went to another grocery store, and went to another grocery store, and then, did some shopping and stuff like that. And then we went back home. And the same thing happens with chords in a scale. We start at home, and we go places. And then we go back home to G. Okay, so a lot of times that 5 to 1, the D to G in the key of G will tell you what key you're in. That's a cadence, D to G, okay? And so you're looking for a cadence. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. There's a D chord on the end of that line, and I knew, and there's your G, D to G, your cadence. I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe I'd be happy for a while. There's a dominant again, the D, but it goes to E minor. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. We're hanging on there. D goes to G. Can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. D goes to G. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. And there we have a C, D, G, which is a cadence, 4, 5, 1. We're in the key of G, definitely. Okay, so all of those cadences tell us that we're in the key of G. Now that 5-to-1 relationship, G, A, B, C, D. Now if we go from G down to D, we have G, F sharp, E minor, D. That's a fourth. Now if we go from G to D, it sounds like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right? And if we go from D up to G, it sounds like Here Comes the Bride. Or Oh Christmas tree, right? Okay, so that's what it is. Very strong chord progressions. Now, right there, a long, long time ago. Now the G chord goes to a D chord, but it doesn't have a D in the bass, it has an F sharp in the bass. G, F sharp, E. Nice, smooth bass line. A long, long time ago. But the D chord, with the F sharp bass, the root is still a D. And so it's a very strong chord progression. But it softens it a little bit with that semitone going down. Half step, we call it here in United States. UK semitone. Right? E minor. So we've got all of those strong chord progressions. Now the question is, can we have a strong chord progression anywhere else in the scale? Yes. A to E minor, A, B, C, D, E. That's a perfect fifth going up. A to E. In fact, B to F sharp is a perfect fifth. C to G is a perfect fifth going up. D to A is a perfect fifth. E minor, or E to B is a perfect fifth. Now, F sharp to C is not a perfect fifth. Going up. Right? What is that? F sharp to C. F sharp, A, B, C. That's a augmented fourth. Now if we go from C to F sharp, that's a diminished fifth. It sounds the same because it's a tritone. In fact, Jimi Hendrix did that kind of thing. Tritones. We won't worry about that right now. E minor to A minor is a strong chord progression because it has that fifth relationship. Time ago, I can still remember. Okay, A minor to C. Now A minor going up to C is a third. I can still remember how that music. C going up to E minor is a third, or going down to E minor is a sixth. So that's not what we're talking about. Music used to make me. E minor to D, that's just going, either down a second or up a seventh. Make me smile, and I knew. So the D to G, there's your perfect fifth right there. So anytime you have E minor to A minor or A minor to E minor, that's very strong. When you go from C to D, now that's one step away in the scale, but that's 4 to 5. And a 4-5-1 is what we call a cadence. It's a very common cadence. 4-5-1 happens all the time in this. Let's see. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember from C to G. If I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something right there. Read about his widowed bride. 4-5-1. Something touched me deep inside. The day for the mute 5 sick died. 1. There's a cadence right there. And then we get to the chorus, which is full of 1, 4, and 5. So bye, bye, this American pie. 1, 4, 1, 5. 1, 4, 1, 5. 1, 4, 1, 5. E minor, which is a 6, going to A. What's A doing in there? A does not belong in this scale. A minor belongs in this scale. So what's it doing there? Well, E to A minor is a strong relationship. E, F sharp, G, A, that's a perfect fourth up, right? But what's that A doing there? Because it's got a C sharp in it. Well, what's the A in relation to the D. The D is the 5 in the key of G. If we were in the key of D, A would be the dominant of D. So what we've really got is we've got a dominant of the dominant, which is called a 5 of 5, or a secondary dominant. That's what it's doing there. This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. What's interesting about this is that that secondary dominant is not next to that dominant, right? The A is not next to the D. It goes A, E minor, D, which is really interesting. And that's really kind of cool. I like that. All right, so it's almost like an A chord, which is a 5 in D, going to an E minor, which is like a 2 going to 1, if we were in the key of D, but we're not. So we got D going to G again. Did you write the book of love? Right, and so we go, die. So whenever we want to have that line hanging on, he stops on a D chord, but then he goes to a G, just like that. Not every time. There's a couple times when he goes from a D to an E minor, which is deceptive, right? Did you know that a deceptive cadence goes like this? C, D, E minor, instead of a C, D, G. 4, 5, 1, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so let's, we've already talked about the chorus, we talked about the verse. Let's go to the last line of the last chorus. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye. We've got 1, 4, 1, 5, singing, this'll be the day that I die. Right? So what happens there? This'll be for the day 5 that I die. 1, 4, 1. And what is that? Well, the 4, 5, 1 is a perfect authentic cadence. And the 4, 1 is a plagal cadence. There you go. It's very hymn-like, right? That's what a plagal cadence is. Amen. Some people understand what that means. Okay, thank you very much for being here. My name is Hal. This is Quail Studios Guitar. You can get my Quail Studios Music and Lead Sheets book at Patreon or at Subscribestar, or email me at lessonswithhal@gmail.com. Make any size donation at PayPal and I will give it to you. And I have updates coming out every couple of weeks, a couple of times a month. So thank you for being here.